Ang sarap talagang magluto ng asawa ko.
Oo naman, asawa ko. Kailangan lagi kang busog. Kain ka lang mabuti, ha?
O siya, alis na ako ha. Night shift ako ngayon eh.
Mark! Mark! Mark, kamusta?
Eto pre, okay lang. Papasok pa lang ako sa trabaho. Gagabihin na naman yata ako eh.
Oh, sakto! May endorso ako sa'yo.
Ha? Ano yan?
Basta! Subukan mo to. Siguradong gising na gising ka pagkatapos.
Sigurado ka ba?
Oo, pre! Solid yan!
Kukuha po sana ako ng sweldo, sir.
Ito po, sir. Pinawas ng mga late at absent nyo dyan.
Eto lang?
Opo, sir. Lagi kayong uma-absent eh.
Oo, kamusta? Natanggap mo ng sweldo?
Eto. Pagkasyahin mo kung anong meron. Oy, meron pa ba dyan?
Oo naman, pre. Basta may pambili ka.
Boss, bilhin mo na.
Hindi cash ang budget ko para dyan. Pasensya na.
Kailangan ko lang talaga ng pera.
Ito lang kaya ko. Pwede na ba to?
Oo, okay na yan, boss. Nasaan ang pera? Kailangan ko ng pera.
Pa, tama na. Ano bang nangyayari sa'yo? Hindi mo na iniisip ang mga bata.
Tanggal ka na. Boss, isa pa po sanang chance. Hoy, arestado ka! Mga adik talaga! Anong nangyari sa akin? Bakit ako nagkaganito? Bakit nagkaganito ang buhay ko?
May pagkakataon ka pa para magbago buhay mo, mahal. Gustuhin mo lang magbago.
Papaano?
May programa ang gobyerno para sa mga tulad ng naligawang landas, pero nais magbago at tumamuli.
Mark, desidido ka na bang magbago?
Opo, para po sa aming pamilya.
The situation of Mark and Nilda is not an isolated case. It gives us a glimpse of what reality is today. I am Feliz Monato, and here with us is Ms. Cheryl B. Zambrano, head of the Tarlac Drug Recovery Clinic, to explain to us the efforts of the provincial government of Tarlac in eliminating drug use in the province. Ms. Cheryl was appointed by Governor Susan A. Yap as one of her executive assistants to be in charge in spearheading her anti-drug advocacy program in the province when she assumed office in 2016. So, Ms. Cheryl, how was the rehabilitation center conceptualized?
The establishment of Tarlac Drug Abuse Treatment and Rehabilitation Center was conceptualized by Governor Susan A. Yap when she was a congresswoman of the 16th Congress and the vice chairman on the Committee on Dangerous Drugs that time. It was also that time when she envisioned that no person should be left behind in the achievement of total development. She greatly emphasized the significance of rehabilitation with compassion, integration, as an essential element in the rehabilitation treatment in the province of Tarlac.
What was the general idea behind the concept of rehabilitation center?
The initial idea of the then representative, now Governor Yap, was to establish a residential or inpatient rehabilitation center, which is congruent to the legislation of her late father, the former Congressman Jose Tatang Aping Yap Sr. However, the former chairman of the Dangerous Drugs Board, Dr. Benjamin Reyes, he recommended to just put up an outpatient facility as 90% of the reported drug cases back then were reported low risk, 8% were mild and moderate, and then 1 to 2% were reported severe cases. So upon assumption as governor in the province, she then conceptualized a voluntary outpatient facility for her constituents who have fallen victims to drug abuse, to give them an accessible and affordable rehabilitation center in the province.
What paved the way for Governor Susan's vision of drug rehab center to turn into reality?
Paved the way, it was the war against drugs. That's the number one marching order of President Roa Duterte. That sparked the beginning of a clearer vision and paved the way in the establishment of Tarlac Drug Abuse Treatment and Rehabilitation Center, and known now as Tarlac Drug Recovery Clinic. It was based from an Executive Order 25, series of 2016, stating the creation of the institution as a non-residential outpatient treatment and rehabilitation center and drug testing laboratory in the province of Tarlac.
Okay, you will be celebrating your third year this 2019.
Yes.
Where does the Tarlac Drug Recovery Clinic stand now?
You know, each year is a learning experience to the clinic. This is to improve our program and to extend help to even more Tarlaceños. With almost 3 years in our belt, the Tarlac Drug Recovery Clinic has gained a lot of attention from the international entities. That's from EU, WHO, UNODC, JICA, and USAID. These recognitions inspired us to be better and to do good, to do our best in fulfilling our goals in protecting and securing the general welfare. For the past 3 years, we have helped almost 2,500 drug surrenderers and what we call now the PWUD, or person who use drugs. These people are now our active participants in the nation building.
What does the future hold for the Tarlac Drug Recovery Clinic?
You know, we do appreciate the measurable support of the provincial government of Tarlac. However, to become sustainable, it must be institutionalized. As we all know, addiction is a chronic, relapsing brain disorder that is conceptualized by compulsive drug seeking and the continued use despite harmful results. You know, this is the most severe form of substance abuse disorder. So it is both a disorder and a mental illness that needs a long-term continuous care. Well, hence, it should not be only addressed as a criminal issue, but indeed a medical issue as well. We must protect at all costs the potentials of human being, and we can do that, we can achieve that by supporting the rehabilitation centers and their advocacies in healing the human mind and showing that we are still care for humanity. As we all know, rehabilitation is the most logical and tested solution to this issue. Development is on our way. We have new facilities. We have our own electronic medical records. The new facilities, we have the expansion building, we have the covered court, we have the recovery homes. All of these are grants from our partner agencies. You know, I'd say, let's just wait for the next big thing because the best is yet to come to all Tarlaceños.
That was very informative. Thank you very much, Ms. Cheryl. So with all this, we can say that the Tarlac Drug Recovery Clinic can be eyed as the first premier voluntary medical methamphetamine treatment center in the Philippines, as it is capable of providing effective and efficient care programs through multi-sector team approach. TDRC is continuously maximizing its duties as a government instrumentality towards the achievement of its goals and visions to reintegrate drug abuse victims through sustainable programs of treatment and rehabilitation that will ensure individual respect, dignity, and self-actualization. TDRC is continuously maximizing its duties as a government instrumentality towards the achievement of its goals and visions to reintegrate drug abuse victims through sustainable programs of treatment and rehabilitation that will ensure individual respect, dignity, and self-actualization, thus helping every individual to be an active participant in nation building within the atmosphere of peace and prosperity. The story of Mark and Nilda is a proof that with the help of family and loved ones, strengthened by interventions from a supportive government, one can still choose to get back up and to be given another chance to live a productive life. Governor Susan Yap believes that people who struggle with drug abuse should not be condemned, as every life counts. Truly, in this province, no one gets left behind. Everyone is given a chance to change.